All right, we have BJP IT Cell Chief Amit Malviya on the phone line with us. Mr. Amit Malviya, budget session is often stormy, but now we have the opposition leaders, BRS and the Aam Aadmi Party, saying they are going to skip the session or boycott the session, the president's address, because it's going to be nothing but a bundle of false promises.
Well, if the BRS and the Aam Aadmi Party does not understand, the president's address is an account of what the government has done. And they should not have any objection to the facts and truth being laid out on the floor of the House by the Honorable President. This is an exercise that happens every time in the budget session. But if the opposition has decided that they want to boycott Parliament, then let the people of this country know that these people are not interested in any legislative business. This happens session after session, where the opposition does not come to the Parliament, it does not participate in the legislative process, and there is no semblance of responsibility that the opposition today has.
But do you think the opposition has taken it too far now? Because it's not the beginning, I mean, it's just the beginning of the budget session, and the president is the highest constitutional post of the country. For the opposition to say we are not going to attend her address because it's going to be a bundle of lies, has the opposition taken it too far now?
This is all premeditated. This is all done to ensure that they disrupt the House somehow. And they remain relevant as far as their constituents are concerned. And that is why these protests, otherwise there is no merit to it. They've not even heard what the president has to say. But to suggest that they will boycott even without listening to it just shows you that they really have no intention or no desire to be part of the legislative process. And let's not forget that the Parliament is run at taxpayers' money. So people and political parties who actually disrupt it or give it a miss are doing no favor to anybody. They're in fact wasting the taxpayers' money, and at the same time not doing the responsibility or not fulfilling the responsibility for which they have been elected and sent as legislators.
Yes, and what do you make of the Congress party? They have not said that they're boycotting it, but several of the MPs are going to be absent, including Mallikarjun Kharge, because they say that yesterday they were in Srinagar for the Bharat Jodo program, because of which they won't be able to make it to the parliament today. But Udit Raj of the Congress party also saying that the Rashtrapati has now become a puppet of the government.
Look, this is the Congress party's prerogative, whether they want to attend the parliament or not. Their priorities should be known to the country. Their priority is that a day before they were busy in Bharat Jodo Yatra, and therefore they cannot attend parliament. It just shows how much they value the institution, and whether the Congress respects the president or not. We've all seen how the Congress has time and again targeted Srimati Droupadi Murmu for being a woman, for being the first tribal president, and they started doing so ever since she filed her nomination, or for that matter, was even named as the NDA nominee for the president. So they have been targeting her, not for what she is, but for the fact that she's a woman, she's the first tribal president of the country, and they're not able to sort of digest the fact that somebody from such humble backgrounds can rise to the top echelon of the country, and that she happened to be an NDA nominee.
Okay, all right, Mr. Malviya, thank you for joining us on the broadcast. Let me take this across to Aishwarya. Aishwarya, the BJP are saying that the priorities of the Congress party seem clear. They were busy with the Bharat Jodo Yatra, because of which they are not able to attend the parliament. BRS and the Aam Aadmi Party deciding to boycott it. So the BJP now branding this an insult to the president, saying the opposition parties have still not been able to accept her as the president, and that's the reason why, for a very first time in an unprecedented way, the opposition has decided to boycott the president's address in the budget session.
Well, that's what, history also suggests, because for many years this has not been seen. Joint address of the president of this country, wherever, it happens inside the parliament, it has been attended by several political parties, and boycott is something that was not the culture of Indian democracy. But now, first BRS and then Aam Aadmi Party boycott. The reasons of one of the reasons to Bharatiya Janata Party to attack them. In fact, the BJP went on to say that, they do not believe in the constitutional process and the legislative process process as well. And this is an insult to President of this country while she is addressing. Sanjay Singh in one of his tweets stated that because it is a bundle of lies and the fake promises that were made by the government, which ultimately had not been went out and delivered to the people of this country, and therefore the reason perhaps they are not attending, they are not going to attend this session of President of India. But certainly it is BRS who was first decided. Remember, it was the BRS Supremo who had initiated these talks and informed their member of parliament.
All right, so let me take this across to the BRS. Aishwarya, request you to stay on with us. We have Mr. Bachu Srinivas on the broadcast with us. Mr. Srinivas, what is the reason that you're giving? Why is the opposition, why is the BRS skipping the president's address?
See, in the parliament, in every budget, the budget, especially the entire southern region, is neglected every time in the last 8.5 years. Even this time is the same. The separation, whatever the promises of separation under 910 article to the Telangana state, and no railway lines are allocated to Telangana state, and especially the governor.
But sir, the president's address is always separated from the politics around it.
Let me complete. The presidential speech is what exactly the budget, what exactly the government is going to do, that is going to read by the presidential speech, right? This is what exactly happens in the parliament, or what exactly happens by the governor in the assembly, right? This is what exactly. See, we should be very practical. So whatever we need, whatever we expecting, what for the sake of welfare of Telangana and the development of Telangana, what we are looking from the central government, we are not getting. And at the same time, the disturbances are creating by the governor of Telangana. This is only due to the BJP government. For the sake of, and the farmers issue, the minimum support guarantee price.
So these issues can be, this can be debated when the budget is presented. You're saying that the centre is being unfair to the southern states, but when the discussion opens up, it can be done in the parliament. Why boycott the president's address? Because the BJP has also pointed out that the president's post is the highest constitutional post in the country. By not attending her address, are you insulting the president?
We are not insulting the president. We are expressing our feeling. We are expressing our problem. This goes to the entire nation. The thing which we are expressing today, the boycott of the presidential speech, it means the nation sees what exactly the BRS is doing, why BRS is doing this. That's what exactly we would like to convey to the entire nation.
Okay, but there has been an appeal by the Prime Minister himself time and again for the opposition to indulge in a healthy discussion. That can be done when the budget is presented in the parliament. To skip the president's address is completely unprecedented. Thank you for joining us. Also want to play out a reaction coming in of Mr. G. Kishan Reddy. Listen in.
असेंबली में आने नहीं देती, असेंबली में बात करने नहीं देती। जैसा असेंबली का सेशन शुरू होता है, पहला दिन वो सस्पेंड करते हैं, वो हमारे को भाषण सिखाते हैं। वो तेलंगाना में कोई डेमोक्रेसी नहीं है, तेलंगाना में कोई प्रजातंत्र नहीं है, परिवार राज चल रहे, भ्रष्टाचार चल रहे। हमारे को कोई टीआरएस से सीखने का जरूरत नहीं है। जरूर अभी उनका खेल जितने भी होगा, अभी 3-4 महीने का खेल होगा, उसके बाद चुनाव आने वाला है, वो फार्म हाउस जाने वाला है।
So the union minister slamming the BRS for its stand, and it's not just the BRS, the Aam Aadmi Party also boycotting the president's address. The Congress leaders are also going to be skipping it, claiming they will not be able to make it because of inclement weather in Srinagar. Stormy session even ahead of the budget session beginning. We'll come back with the live updates. For now, slipping into a quick break here. We'll be right back.